Safety. Safety.
Burst.
Safety.
Burst.
Yeah. Good morning once again. So yesterday we discussed about fire, where I was saying fire has three main components. Who can remind me the three things that makes a fire? Three things that makes fire. I said we have fuel, we have oxygen, and we have heat. These three things make up a fire. If any one of these three things is not there, the fire cannot start. Before a fire can start, it needs heat, it needs air, like this air that is blowing, oxygen, then it needs fuel. So those three things you must remember. So this morning briefly we'll just discuss on how can we prevent fire, how to prevent fire, or what can we do in case a fire starts at work site or anywhere. So we need to also know what to do in case a fire starts. So the first thing is, anywhere that the fire starts, anybody that is closest to where the fire starts should raise what? An alarm. You should raise what? An alarm, like shout, fire, 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 because this site that we are now, it's not an office, it's a very big and open place. So it's not like an office that you have this fire alarm that you can press and the alarm will sound. So here we don't have that. So the next thing is for us to what? Make a shout, so that other people around will know that there is a fire that is what? That is starting. So that's the first thing to do. Then the second one is you follow the fire and emergency evacuation procedure that have been laid aside by the company. You follow the fire evacuation that are emergency that have been laid down. Like I said, this our site is a very unique one because of how the terrain is, how very big it is. So some things cannot really be put in place. So the only thing we can do is to manage the situations by ourselves. If a fire is starting on this end, we all ensure that we go away from this other end. Not that the fire is starting here and we are all running to where the fire is starting again. Are we getting it? So another one is, if you have been trained as a fire warden, you can try to extinguish the fire, like stop the fire if it's still a small fire. If that's why we have these extinguishers with us. So if you have been trained as a fire warden, you can try to use the extinguisher to stop the fire when it is still very small. You understand? But if you are not trained, no need to use the extinguisher. You can just evacuate the place. So another one is, when the fire starts, when an alarm has been raised, you need to stop all your machines. That's why you have the emergency stop on the drills. Stop the machine and look for the best available route to leave the place. Don't say you hear an alarm and you are still working. No, once you hear the alarm, just press the emergency stop and find your way out of the site. So another one is to call for help. If the fire is becoming big, we can call from outside for rescue, for fire wardens to come on site to come and help quench the fire. So these things we need to know and understand very well. Please, do we have any question or any observation or anything? Engineer? Okay. So thank you very much. Let's have a safe day at work, please.